track, but I went with the symbol you use between the divs and stuff. Right, we're live though. We are all Gucci. Sorry to cut you there. Sorry to cut you there. Apparently, I was just letting you know. Okay, dashboards up. Let me pull up the chat as well. Make sure I don't hear myself. I have to close my Twitch and reopen it because it's being buggy. There we go. Got the stream up. Whew, I can breathe a little bit. I'm just gonna rely on the bot and hopefully it sends it out on time. I usually end up sending the link anyway, and then the bot's like, "Nah, JK, I'm sending it now as soon as you send yours." And I'm like, "Really?"
Yeah, and then two tags will go out.
Yeah, it's. I usually don't tag in mine because I know the bot will eventually tag, but no, it's happened twice, so. Oh, I was looking at the Twitch statistics, by the way, just while we're waiting for everyone to show up.
Yeah, we've got 17 in at the moment.
I was looking at the Twitch statistics for the Tier 2 and the Div 2 and the Div 3 stream. Believe it or not, the Div 3 stream actually outperformed the Div 2 stream.
Does it really?
So, the Div 3 stream outperformed the Div 2 stream, and the Div 3, I think, had more attendance.
I mean, last race in Division 3 was actually, I think we had like 17 people, if I'm correct.
The one from the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we had 17. I think 17, yeah. Someone's logged in on the Formula Virtual account saying A.
I would think it's Callum.
Yeah, probably. Josh Tomo says hello, Josh.
Oops, I'm signed in on this. If he says Brett now, we know it's Callum.
He doesn't. It's verified. Oh, hi, Verify.
All right.
I thought one time he didn't join and ask me to stop yawning. Well, yeah, at least he isn't on his main, so.
Josh early weather report.
Early weather report dry. Oh, I have the task this time. Your job is not important anymore. I have the task this time round. It has a whole, like, I could tell you the percent by the minute. Who's that? It is me and Paranoid. I don't know who you're referring to, but probably Paranoid, because hello, Paranoid.
What's up, guys? How's Sandy? Obviously. Thanks, man.
I was about to say.
The love at the Williams garage.
Oh god, we've all of a sudden jumped to 18 now. I look away and look to the chat, and we're at 18. So what team are we missing? We're missing one Alpha Tauri and one Williams.
We got Rick, and then who was the other one? I think it was the Monster who's going to join for Williams.
Oh, the Monster. So we have 19. Nice. Verify. Says Super Alpine. Alpine is the team in general is pretty great. I don't know about the FV team, but we'll find out. Ooh. Take a breather for a second.
You're yawning already.
What?
I thought you were yawning already.
No. I just need to. I need to go grab. I'm just gonna take a sip of water quick. Now, I usually do a yawn tally while I commentate. I've become self-aware of the yawning. Yeah, we are. We have hit the start time, so. Oh no, Verify says yawning. Paranoid, you've been told to check the admin chat.
Oh, okay. Give me a second.
Says Formula Virtual, but it's not
Yeah.
Verify on Formula Virtual anymore, I would imagine, because Verify's on Verify.
If he can join mid-quali, that's fine. But he might miss out on Q1, resulting him in starting P20 or P19.
You heard the man. Right. TAS should jump alive, and it is the best thing to see when TAS all of a sudden just gets all the data flowing. Oof. Paranoid can see the chat, by the way, guys, so if I do miss anything, Paranoid will sure to point it out to me. Because I have a chat, I have a stream to manage, and I have a task to look at as well. Paranoid also has the task, so... Oh god, I bumped my mic. Okay, we're all good. So, yes, hey everybody, welcome to round 2 of Division 1 for Formula V. It is Bahrain, and it's a pretty good circuit. I mean, I like it. I like it quite a fair bit. I mean, Paranoid was telling me a little bit before the stream that he likes it because it's a lot of overtaking opportunities. Is that correct?
Exactly, it is. It's one of my strongest one personally, but it's definitely a good track and always fun to commentate on this one as well.
Yes, it is. I have a lot of memories around Bahrain of a few leagues. And then Sandstorm says Jacobo out when? What, as in like qualifying session and verified then response Q1. Okay.
All right, test is live.
Yay, TAS is live. Lovely. What's the weather?
Let me quickly see.
It's
Probably all dry.
dry all race. Never
Yeah.
rains in Bahrain. Lovely, jobly. Well, the driver's going to be coming out and doing laps, and it'll take them a while to do the out laps. So, yeah, I have Paranoid with me today on the comms with me. I think he actually came to me and asked, "Hey, can I do comms with you?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" Although I had a feeling he was like he wanted to make sure I was sane or something. Am I passing that test?
Definitely, man. You're doing a great job, man. I do like comms to do comms every now and then. It's been a while since I did it, and I've people messaging me like, "Yo, when you're gonna do comms again?" And I had some time this week, so yeah, why not?
Paranoid to comms when. Right. We have, I think, Hennon out on a lap. Fraser Fishy and Oishin both McLarens. My audio is really low. I'm sorry. Let me turn it up a little bit for you guys. Oh, no, it's actually up enough, I think. Let me know the audio is a bit too quiet, stream, but I do just want to avoid any audio bugs that may occur because the audio bugs do get quite annoying. George Tomo says, it's dry. I don't know if he's like genuinely scared of that. Sandstorm says, dry race in a desert, mad. And then someone, I think, I can't, oh my god, what is that username? Gleaming will GG this. Come on, Gleaming. Gleaming has a little bit of a fan club in the chat right now. Where is Gleaming? Oh, he's in, oh my god, what is that car? Brain. Alfa Romeo. That's it. I expect me to make a lot of mess ups with Alpha Tauri, Aston Martin, and Alfa Romeo, because you will get weird names like Aston Romeo, and all that sort of good stuff. Yeah, Gleaming definitely has a fan club. Give him the crown, says a few people, but I think we are actually going to get our first lot of outlap. Oh, not outlaps, flying laps. God, we have a lot of outlaps. Now I'm looking at. I don't know who's furthest along than that, but it looks to be one of the Aston Martins or an Alfa Romeo.
I think.
Oh, it's Gleaming.
David.
Oh, David. Okay, I was just on David, but I didn't know. Oh no, actually, I think
David or Hannon. Yeah.
It's Hennon. Yeah, it's Hennon. David's behind. It was one of the two Aston Martins. There we go. I got it right. I had to take a brief pause before I said something wrong there. Going through Death Corner. Oh god, Death Corner. Very. Oh, and he's invalidated at Death Corner. I wouldn't say that's a big invalidation spot, but I mean, you can invalidate there. So David's going to be the first one to set a valid lap time that they'll all chase. What is it going to be? I think it might be like a 130, 132, 131.543. We'll find out if that's off the pace with a lot more drivers about to come across the line.
Oh, someone's 10, turn 10.
Turn 10. That's another killer corner. A lot of invalidations there. Ando says, I appreciate the Aston Martin content. You are welcome. And there goes Fraser Fishy, 129.438. Those were the times I was expecting on seeing. Oigino, 129.532. It's going
Carlos.
a 137 off the pace. Carlos Hines, who was the star of last time round, I believe, shocked us with his debut. A 128.934 for him. Paranoid, I don't know if you caught last time round in Miami, but Carlos Hines, I think, made a strong debut there in his first F1 appearance.
Oh yeah. I saw that race. I actually saw the replay. Didn't watch it live, but I.
Yeah.
He ended up in third, didn't he?
I think, yeah. He wasn't. I think who won that race? That's a great question. I think it was. I don't remember his name. I think. Oh, Troy. Yeah, Troy won that race. And yeah, Carlos Hines came third. Someone says, "Who do you think will win?" I mean, it's the second race of the season. I can't really answer that sort of question yet. There was a lot of Grack fans last time round, wasn't there? But then Grack went into a wall. I think Carlos Hines stands a good shot, I think, actually.
Yeah.
I think he lost it on penalties, I think, or something. Tomas is saying, can I not join? I think you can join, but I think Paranoid said you can join, but if you join during Q2, you'll be like, if you miss Q1, you'll be like P20 or something. But Rom, while I'm talking to the chat, goes a 128.9 dead. 3,400ths faster than Carlos Hines, and Rick follows through behind Rom with a 128.924. Yeah, Rick and Rom, top of the leaderboards, rhyming duo.
Gap is less than half a tenth.
Yeah.
That is really close.
And this is only Q1, so usually there's a little bit of sandbagging going on in Q1 and Q2 until Q3 gets about. So, have they got more pace?
Most likely, yeah. Looking forward to see Q3.
Can you set a lap in Q1 system also? I think you can. If you can make Q1, you can set a lap in Q1.
Yeah.
A lot more people coming in with the times verify. Slides in fourth, 129.327. Both of the McLarens going in, one coming back out. 129.438 for Fraser Fishy, 129.532 for Oisin. Josh Tomo, 129.811. And Jeff Okeka, 130.024. And then you've got Jamie, 131.02. Hendon, 132.03. David, 131.543. It's a 137.526. Definitely wanting to be going out again. And Callum, a 141.677. Will definitely want to be going out again as well.
Yeah. He must have had a spin during his lap and then decided to just go back.
I think turn 10 is quite a not nice corner on this track. It's just Titans and Titans and Titans. but no, the drivers usually come quite accustomed to it. Um, I think 5 drivers, yeah, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers not setting a lap just yet. 4 on, 2 on outs, 2 on flying, and 1 in the pits. Um, of course, Q1 we're gonna have 3 eliminations. So at the minute it's Jacobo, Troy, and Evan, but they are yet to set competitive lap times. I think Evan's actually about to set one now, actually, as most people have already come in for after their first lap. I can't speak. I'm tangled in my own words. Evan goes on 1:29.449. Jacobo goes on his flying. Any shockers yet? Paranoid in qualifying that I haven't
Uh,
noticed.
not yet. I think it's still 9 more minutes to go. Not everyone has set a lap yet. I'm definitely expecting Troy and Jack to be up there. Gleaming as well. He just put a time in P8. And
Ooh, sorry.
meanwhile, did you see that? What the 2 Ferraris did?
2 Ferraris just spun round in sync. Um,
I
but
think
yeah,
one of them tried to give a slipstream to the other, but
a
they
little bit of
messed
a
that up a
toe.
little bit.
There's giving a toe, and then there's giving a little bit of a nudge.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Evan was the one towing on his in lap. But Grack also on a flying lap now. On I think purple sector 1, but I don't know if that's lying to me. But let me just check. Grack's current sectors on TAS, because TAS wouldn't lie to me, would it? Um, Grack is on. Grack is on purple sector 1, yeah, but it isn't showing purple on TAS either. Strange. Um,
Troy,
verifies. Oh God, sorry.
Troy is starting his lap now.
Ooh, okay. I'll take a look see at Troy and the Haas. One of 2 Hasses. I mean, we have most of the cars today. He's gonna go into turn 1, and then turn 2 and 3. You usually have a few accidents happening through there on the opening lap. Although it's not impossible to get everyone out there unscathed. Turn 4, you usually get a few dive bombs occasionally, which may cause a few issues, but takes that pretty nicely. Sector, like start of sector 2, you really shouldn't be going for overtakes through there because it usually ends in an accident. And then you've got turn 9 and turn 10, some of the slower corners on the track. Turn 10, that one that just keeps tightening. But most of the drivers are accustomed to it, as I said earlier, by now, so can take it pretty spot on. Although you do get the odd spin if the throttle does go down too early. Someone getting out the way there. Approaching death corner, as Iron Matty call it, sadly. Not here. He's in Dubai, in a pool, having a good time. Fastest sector 2 for Troy. Fastest sector 1 as well. He could actually be on for fastest lap. He could be on for top of Q1 going into the final corner. It's looking up, actually. 120. It's going to be a 120, maybe 128.399. That answers my question of what it was going to be.
Yeah, that is definitely fast enough for Q2.
Yeah, that's a Q2 lap time right there. Evan says, "Hope nobody saw what I've done." What, you mean the spin with your teammate? Yeah, we saw that.
I think we both got that on screen.
Yeah, I caught it while Paranoid was talking on the stream. So, Jacobo, the 2-minute 04 because of his spin.
He's setting a lap now.
Oh, never mind.
129.9.
129.9. He's close to the bottom 3 positions, though. I don't think he'll be feeling quite safe. Although,
Yeah,
he has a
he
pretty
knows he
nice
can do
lap time.
faster.
He knows he can go faster, but I mean, why go faster when you have a pretty nice lap time? A 129.969. Josh Tomo into the pits. Callum, P7. Callum always, every time I speak to Callum, it's always, oh, I hope I don't get out in Q1. But when I saw him in Miami, he got on quite well. And when I see him now, he's P7.
Yeah,
Callum, believe in yourself, lad. You got this. Just don't
The,
mess it up into these corners.
in the death corner.
Death corner. Oh, there's a slow-moving Haas, but I think that's just to let Callum by. I don't think it was a victim of death corner.
But his fuel light is blinking. I don't know if he has enough fuel to finish the lap. I hope he does.
Uh-oh. Or the ERS as well. Oh, I think this was a second lap by. Maybe it's not a official lap time. Maybe he might come into the pits.
Yeah, he's pitting.
Yeah, I don't think it was a competitive lap time, but oh yeah, it's a. Said it was a 129 something, but he went into the pits, so I don't know what happened there. Troy has retired, thinking he's done enough. I think he definitely has.
Yeah.
So definitely retirement worthy. Don't think anyone's challenging unless they physically want to sought after that top position. Rom and the two Red Bulls doing quite well actually. 1 and 2. Rom's retired after Troy has. I don't. Oh, there goes Rick as well.
Yeah.
I think the top 5 are relatively safe because that's where the biggest jump in time is really from P5 to P6 is a couple tenths.
Yeah, I think the dropout zone will be somewhere about 129.7. If you can go faster than that, I think you will be fine.
So Josh Tomo, Jacobo, Jamie, Hennon, David, Ids, and the Monster. Who's the Monster's here? He's setting a Q1 lap time. Hello, the Monster. Needing to go again, so there'll be 4 knockouts in Q1 now. As the Monster shows up fashionably late, of course. Although he has not showed on my test. Do I need to control R?
Oh yeah, you're right.
He is not on my test screen. Damn it, the Monster. Why you do this? Oh no, that's fine. Just the 2 Aston Martin drivers have player 2 and player 14. I can't be asked to edit their nicknames because I have to commentate. The Monster is going on a flying lap now, though. Oh, is that a little bit of a car park? Oh, that's an AlphaTauri off the circuit. I think that's turn 10. It is turn 10. It looked like a car park. I mean, I was just commentating a full wet race of Miami, and that was a car park. Fraser Fishy approaching turn 10. Actually, hold on. Who's that approaching the line? Oh, I thought it was Fan Favorite Gleaming. Fan Favorite Gleaming is currently about to go through turn 8. But who is that? I think that's Ids, 8 seconds down. And then there's an Aston Martin following behind of David. David doesn't improve. Jamie's retired.
Oh, he crashed out. What happened?
Oh, he crashed out on the final corner.
Ah, Jamie, man.
Well, he's in the relegation zone now, as I think someone went faster. I believe it was... it was Hennon, I think, going P2.
Have a look at Jacobo. He's going to get a slipstream on the main straight from his teammate.
Let's see if they fail it again this time. Oh, it's not really much of a slipstream.
Yeah.
30 seconds left of the session, I've just seen. So drivers needing to get a schmoob on if they want another lap time. Who is that? Is that Gleaming? No, Gleaming sets a lap. He goes 11 seconds up on his time, I think it said. Josh Tomo. Is Josh Tomo actually going to get another lap? 6 seconds, 5 seconds. No, I don't think he's going to get another lap time in. So Josh Tomo's going to be the first one to... Ooh, is that a Red Bull off the circuit?
Evans one.
No, not Red Bull, sorry. Ferrari. I don't know why I got the colours mixed up there.
Him crashing almost blocked his teammate as well.
Oh no. Josh Tomo takes the checkered flag, finishes 8th. Who's next to take it? Shake it? Take it. It's a Hennon. I assume he'll be coming into the pits as he's on a cooldown lap after setting a 128.7, putting it above Rom.
Uh,
Go on.
Jacobo is 2/10 faster than his previous time, and he's on the final corner now.
Ooh. What's
Let's
he
see what
gonna
he does.
master?
129.7.
Ooh, not enough to get out of
P16.
the. Not enough.
Unfortunately, that's Jacobo out in Q1.
Oh, well, verify you're correct. Sadly, Jaffa Cake gets to live another day in P15 as Jammy and Id are both out of the session and cannot improve their time. Gleaming takes the checkered flag 14th. Oijin and I think a Haas, I think Jaffa Cake actually, who I was just talking about, going to take the checkered flag, stays 15th. Oijin is going to take the checkered flag 13th, and everyone else comes into the pits, and that's Q1 over.
All right.
Whew. Any shockers there from you, Verify? Not Verify, oh my god.
Verify.
Paranoid. I don't know why I said Verify. I was talking to Verify in the chat earlier when I said Thingy was out in Q1, so I said, I don't know why I went to Verify. My bad, Paranoid. What do you think of that, Paranoid?
I expected Jacobo to be up there, and the little Ferrari moment that we saw, that was a shocker.
Yeah, I think they could muster that lap there. I think it could have been out of the relegation zone for one of the Ferraris. But we lose the Ferrari of Jacobo, the Alpine of Jammy, Aston Martin of David, and the AlphaTauri of Ids. You are being called to admin chat again, Paranoid.
Alright.
I don't know why. Admin chat is popping off. And the Gleaming fans only getting more reassurance as Gleaming makes it into Q2. I will say that air and track temperature. Actually, no, it's the same. I thought it was a lot higher in the race. So they might. I know with this track, sorry, tire deg and tire temps really do come into effect. But we'll talk about that a lot more in the race probably, as that is actually more important then than it is in qualifying. But yeah, we're gonna get going with Q2. 15 minutes then on the clock for Q2. Hello, all 29 of you. Hello. Welcome to the stream. You join us with Q2 coverage of the Formula V Season 5, Round 2, Bahrain. Goodness.
That's a mouthful.
I was thinking as I was doing it, so I was like, oh, no, I don't want to say wrong season or something like that. So then it all came out a bit staggered, but yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful. Yeah. Fraser Fisher, Oishin, Josh Tomo, Gleaming, Carlos Hines, Callum, and Evan all out pretty quickly onto the track. Hopefully no Red Bull fiascos this time around with the Tullen.
First one starting the lap is going to be Josh.
Ooh. Josh Tomo. I mean, I don't know how he stacks up here, but he stacks up pretty well in some of the other leagues I commentate in. So I think he knows what he's doing when it comes to driving a car. I'd say he's pretty experienced.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Josh is one of the only drivers that have never ever switched teams in between seasons. I think he's always driven for Alfa Romeo.
I can't correct you on that because I've only been here for like a season or so. Yeah, I mean, I think for as long as I've seen Josh racing in this league, he's been in Alfa Romeo, so maybe he's very loyal to the team he works for, and very grateful to them as we're going to see the Alfa Romeo start the lap. going through Sector 1, where it's mainly just a big elongated straight. And who is that? A Red Bull in front. I think it might be. It's not Grack. It's Rom. Maybe getting in Josh Tomo's way. Nope, moves off the track. Although there is a Mercedes coming, so we might need to look out for that. No, it's a pretty busy track. All but 2 drivers out right now. And we'll actually have 3 relegatees.
Yeah, and it's busy in Sector 1 as well.
Oh god, is that Haas and Williams there getting in a bit of a wobble? I can't tell. I just saw yellow flags on the main straight. But Josh Thomas is going to be the first one to set a competitive lap time. No invalidations as of yet. Survives death corner. Congratulations. Gonna make it down to the main straight now, through the last corner, through the little kink in the straight, and it's gonna be a, oh god, my little thing on the top corner isn't on. It's gonna be a 1:29.651 for Josh Tomo, the time to chase. Carlos Sainz instantly better as it goes, 1:28.561. I nearly thought that was the same time, but just a second faster. It was not.
Yeah, I was on board with Carlos, and that was a very good lap.
Seems it. He's a second up, essentially, on Josh Tomo. Who's next? His teammate, Callum YT, 1:29.387. And Fraser Fisher, 1:36.74. Evan going a 1:29.457. Oh my god, the main straight. Look at it. There's so many cars. Oh my Jesus. Gleaming a 1:30.126. Verifier 1:29.316. The Monster a 1:28.923. And Carlos Sainz still retains the top time as it stands currently.
This is what happens if people leave the pit lane while others are just going to start their lap.
Oh yeah, God! Imagine coming out all that carnage on the straight. Who was that coming out the pits now? Troy definitely waited for the car park to pass before he came out onto the track.
Look at all the space he has now. He just had a full sector for himself.
Yeah. And I doubt any car's going to be speeding up behind him anytime soon. And that's a Red Bull about to come across the line. That was Rom, a 1:29.621 for Rom. Oh god, hold on, my throat's gone. Give me a second.
We only got one car in the pit now. Who's about that? It's a Mercedes boxing. Both McLarens are gonna box as well. No, only one McLaren is gonna box. 1:29.961 is the time Oyster puts in.
Nice. You were right, Paranoid. Josh has not changed teams since he has been in Formula V.
Yeah, he's been here with us since the start, if I remember correctly.
Wow.
We've had multiple team principal for Alfa Romeo though, but I think the drivers have actually never changed. Phil used to be a driver now, but he's now the new team principal.
And then he races Div 3 as, what was it? I think Doritos Racing or something like that?
Yeah, he's in the teams with Miles, right?
Yeah, that's it. Oh god. Div 3. Do not bring up Div 3 in a Div 1 stream, because we're going to start a crisp debate. Rick goes, while I'm talking about crisps, 1:28.650 at some point. I'm probably on an in-lap now. The bad thing about these new cars is the way the ERS works. It's really powerful, but it drains really quickly, meaning that you can only really go on one push lap in qualifying before you have to come in and the battery's full again, then go back out.
And especially on a track like this, where tire wear is pretty high, you can only do one lap, and then your softs are just gone.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. If you're pushing it to the max as well, yeah.
Yeah, and Josh just said in the chat, I joined for the final race of season one, which was Baku. I finished third on my Division One debut. That's definitely a good start for your Formula V career, man. Like straight on the
Yeah,
podium.
yeah. Josh has been quick. Whilst I've known Josh, he has been quick, and that has not changed. Um, and now he's my weatherman, but now he's been replaced by a computer. Just like real life. Sorry, Josh. No hard feelings. Everyone's in the pit lane after doing their first lap out. 7 minutes remain in the session then, as I think Gleaming's on an out lap. Someone just coming up the pits now. Grack, I think, is actually on a lap, yes. I don't know if it's... Yes, it is a push lap, I would assume. Troy,
Troy is
actually.
setting a time.
Yeah, he's going to set a time. Top of the charts, 128.316. I think we might actually see a 127 in Q3.
Yeah, most likely, yeah. The track's only gonna improve. I mean, know how fast Troy is.
Yeah, he's very quick. I'm laughing because Josh Tomo says, "Man, screw these computers." In the chat. What computers? I don't have a computer here. What you mean? Yeah, Troy. I think taking two of the fastest sectors. Sector 2 belonging to Rick. And who was that just saying a time that I just missed? I think it was Jaffa Cakes, but I think Jaffa Cakes was on either an outlap or he invalidated his lap. He was on an outlap. I just checked the stream because I have it on a slight delay. I assume Troy will be coming in, and I assume most people then will be coming back out onto the circuit for one last or one second to last or last lap dash.
Yeah.
How it usually goes.
Greg is on the lap.
Grack is on our lap. Let's take a look at Grack, who will be on lap.
You got a purple first sector, or purple green, and a second one as well.
Nice.
And now he gets the slipstream.
Grack be out there on the track setting laps. I can't think of any more rhymes, but if I could, it would be really cool. As he's gonna come across the line after going through the final corner, it's gonna be, I think, slightly better than his time. But actually, I was gonna say off the pace. It really isn't a 128.710.
That's a P4 for him.
Yeah, pretty good. I think he'll be pretty safe from the onslaught of times about to come in for the end of the session.
Now he just gave a slipstream to his teammate Rom, which he just invalidated.
Rom, why'd you do that? Man gave you slipstream and everything.
Yeah, that wasn't the plan, Rom.
The plan was simple: get across the line.
As Troy just retired in the pit lane, he is secure.
Tops Q1 and Q2. I think, yeah.
Currently in the drop zone, Josh, Oisin, Fraser Fishy, Henon, and Jaffa Cake.
Only two of them out on track currently. 3 minutes 50 left in the session. Are people gonna start taking action? I think they are. A lot of people coming out now. I think as soon as I say that.
Both McLaren just left the pit lane.
So Eugene, Fraser Fishy, Jaffa Cake still in the pit lane after not setting a time at all. Actually, he hasn't set a lap time at all. The Gleaming fan club strengthens. Come on, Gleaming, says the chat.
As he just invalidates.
As he just invalidates, yeah, of course. Commentators curse. You never get anything nice when I start saying things.
He might struggle with ERS to do another lap.
Does he have time to come back in? No, I don't think he does.
I don't think so.
If so, he's going to be doing a quality pace lap on his out lap. But he's going to go for it. But I don't know. The people um, in the bottom five, I would say can actually go pretty quick if they put the throttle down.
Yeah, Jaffa Cake leaves the pit lane now.
Java Cake leaving the pit lane. If any of these drivers um, get the throttle down, they could maybe not surpass Gleaming per se, but start knocking some drivers down. Josh Tomo is on a flyer, dodging a Mercedes as it slows for him to have the racing line. Rick is retired from the session. Turn 10 for Josh Tomo. No spin. Yellow flag, sector 3. Slow moving McLaren. Low fuel mode, maybe. For Fraser Fishy? No. Oh, sorry, that's not Fraser Fishy. That's Oishin. I think it. Oh, no, he's just getting going on his lap. Where is. Oh, who was that just spun round? Oh, it's a Red Bull. It's Rom. Rom has spun. And he's in the danger zone as well, so maybe not the best from him, especially as he would preferably want to get another lap round, as Josh does look quicker on his lap time. He's going to be up into the 128, I was going to say, before he came across the line, but I couldn't. Goes 128.918. Rom now in the danger zone. Actually, he has 1 minute. He's fine. He has 1 minute to get to the line. 1 minute then remains for the drivers to set lap times. Paranoid, do you think there's going to be some mad lap dashing to get laps in, or is it going to be pretty calm?
You never know. You know, you only need one good lap, and then you're secure. I hope at least one of the McLarens can make it. You don't want to see two McLarens get dropped out in Q2.
Yeah, two McLarens out, especially in the same qualifying session. Does hurt. Fraser Fisher says not today. P5 128.869. Sticking in with a nice lap time as well. Pretty safe up there in P5, I would argue, unless people really start putting in the lap times. Oishin also about to put one in, going right behind his teammate. I'm a 128.901. And who's that? Hennon going on 128.706. Checkered flag is down. Hennon does manage to get across just in time for another lap. So these laps will be the last from the drivers. Who's that at Death Corner being slow? I think it's is it Gleaming? No, it's Josh Tomo, I think. It's going to be Callum then, who's first across the line in the knockout zone. Can he get himself into Q3? He can, but he's right on the knockout zone. Gleaming being relegated down into the elimination zone. Verify then. Going to be the next one out of the bottom five to set a lap. Is there going to be a little bit of demotion for Callum and Gleaming? Callum, of course, not wanting. And Verify goes P6. Callum and Gleaming, both out in Q3. Evan and Rom. Rom setting a lap now. He goes P9, 128.905. The Monster into the relegation zone. Josh Tomo on the edge. Evan can't do better than 13th, 128.935. And that is your bottom five. The Monster, Callum, Evan, Gleaming, and Jaffa Cake getting DSQ'd for parking in a dangerous location, I believe. Interesting shootout towards the end of qualifying there, would you not agree, Paranoid? I don't know if he's still here, but I hope he is. By 5 thousandths. Oh my god, you're correct. Josh Tomo makes it in by 5 thousandths of a second.
It took me 2 hours and 48 minutes.
I think the bottom 8 are within a tenth. Oh my god, they are. I don't know if Paranoid's here. Paranoid, are you... I hope he's here. I think his
I had to get 5 for super attacking and 4 for
I think I did hear some noise
Yeah, I did.
earlier, and I assume it was him.
Started, I already got all the fucking gear. I got them this morning.
Sorry, I had to take a sip of my water. Troy tops the Q2 charts again off the top in Q1, followed by Carlos Hymes, then Rick, then Henon, then Grak, then Verify, Fraser Fishy, Oishi, and Rom, Josh Tomo, the Monster, Callum, Evan, Gleaming, and then Jaffa Cake. The Monster, Callum, Evan, Gleaming, and Jaffa Cake getting knocked out in the qualifying session. So we will just wait for Q3 to get underway. Last top 10 shootout, and Paranoid is back. Hello, Paranoid.
Yeah, hello. I forgot that my mic was muted.
It's okay. I was having a little bit of an existential panic moment. I'm like, oh god, I hope Paranoid hasn't crashed or something.
I was talking to you and I was like, why doesn't he respond, man? What's going on? But it was my it was...
Okay. I was like, oh, Paranoid, please be there. And then you were just like, I'm here, and then you're just muted the whole time. Okay. Right, existential crisis over then. 12 minutes on the clock for the top 10 shootout. Any shockers in Q2 for you?
No, I'm actually not surprised. I think they did what they could, and yeah, it definitely was a good session. But unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to the bottom 5, and this week it's them. Hopefully, they'll make it to Q3 for next week.
Fan favorite Gleaming being knocked out in that bottom 5, and Callum also not making a Q3 appearance. Josh Tomo said earlier, and I had a little bit of a freak out over it. The bottom 8 minus Jaffa Cakes because he was disqualified. So P14 up 8 positions. They were all within 1/10.
Oh wow!
So very interesting. Verify says, "Ooh, Q3, hello." Verify obviously surprised to make it into Q3 today in the Alpine after losing his fellow brethren into Q1. I think Jamie was out. Yeah, Jamie was out in Q1.
First thing that catches my attention is that there are 2 McLarens and 2 Red Bulls in Q3.
That's very good for constructors standings, and there's a Red Bull spun at turn 10. As soon as we mention the Red Bulls, it's not Grak, it's Rom. I'm yet to see Grak hit any walls, so that's a plus. In Miami last week, I think Grak hit a wall. I know Rick definitely hit a wall in Miami because I remember Grak making a meme out of it. But
yeah, he did.
he
had it as a profile banner.
For DX, who's on comms? It is me, Dave Alvin, also known as Cameron, and Paranoid, making his commentating show up every now and again, which I'm not entirely mad about. I mean, Paranoid, you've been great so far.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun. So far, it's been good to do comms. Yeah, into Q3 now. 9 more minutes to go. People are just going to set their laps now, so we'll see what happens.
Just wait until
and
there's a
Rom spins.
Oh, there's a spin. Who is it? Rom. Okay, good, because I was on Grak. So I'll say if Grak spins after me saying he doesn't spin, that'd be awkward.
One thing that catches my attention as well is that there's no Ferrari in Q3.
Oh yeah, actually. That's interesting. I'm gonna take a look at the standings real quick. I assume Ferrari are quite high up them. If you are surprised, none of them are in the standings as of yet. Troy, of course, leading the standings, followed by Grak, Carlos, Gleaming, Josh Tomo, Verify, Arian, and then Rick. And the constructors, Ferrari are fourth. First is Haas, and we have one Haas. But we're missing. The other Haas got knocked out in Q2. I think it was Jeff Cakes.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, Fraser Fisher is heading the fast lap, 129, 158.
158. I think that's good for my prediction of a 120, 128, 455 for Graf. I think we are going to see a 127 here, maybe.
Yeah.
Or at least a 128.0. Josh Tomo 129.325. Rom 144 for Rom. Rick goes slower than Grak, 128.529 for Rick. Oh, and I closed Twitch. Hold on, let me open Twitch. There we go. Cameron and Paranoid on comms. Alpine is the best team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alpine's the best F1 team. I don't know about Alpine FV team yet, although Verify is actually doing quite well for himself. But I can't have bias. But I can have real life bias. Few invalidate lap as Hendon is off at turn 10. And there's a slow moving. Is that Josh Tomo? Yeah, slow moving Josh Tomo coming into the pits. Probably with a fuel light actually.
Troy's on the lap, I think.
Oh no, here we go. Troy is on a lap. About to go into Death Corner Complex. Is he going to come out alive is the question. Oh, he stays nice and far away from the curb. He knows what he's doing. Purple sector 2 for him. Carlos Hines, a 128.408. I think Troy might actually... He's actually about to smash that. Purple sector 1, purple sector 2. I think we're actually on from 127 here. It's a 128.141. Just misses out, yeah.
But at the moment, he's in pole position.
Yeah.
The rest is all finishing their lap just to head back to the pit lane.
So yeah, the rest of the grid. Who haven't I? Two McLarens. Oishin, 129.007. Fraser Fishy, a 129.158. Rama 144. I mentioned that earlier. Verify 128.979. Graka 128.455. And yeah, your current pole position sitter, Troy, a 128.141. Aaron is back with Grek. What do you mean? I don't know what that means. Josh Thomas says, what have I done? I think I've said something because Josh Thomas is screaming at me. Can you see the speed trap?
Can we? I don't know, actually.
I assume Josh Thomas fastest in the speed trap then.
That's one of the things I'm still missing as on TES as well, and just as a commentator, if you're spectating the race, see the speed traps, man. It could actually be useful as well.
Oh, I'm back engineering Greg. Oh, hello. Oh, no, I don't know if I am. I would like to know. Aaron should come to Alpine. No, we can't see the speed trap. Even in the personal bit, I can't see the speed trap. Although someone has just absolutely mauled their front wing, and is getting that replaced in the pits. As everyone's in the pit lane with 4 minutes to go, I think everyone will be out on track for the last lap dash.
Yeah.
No eliminations, but this is your qualifying position here. So
we got Fraser coming out.
Gonna have the slight advantage of a clear track ahead. Although everyone else seeming a bit hesitant with coming out onto the track.
Carlos leaving the lane as well. A Red Bull leaving.
Both
Red Bulls are leaving.
Here comes the car park.
Yeah, here we go.
take a look at the live action going on in the pit lane. Not a lot, to be honest. Few cars heading out now. I'd say about half of the current running cars. I would say it'd be a good estimate to say 5 cars are out. Fraser Fishy, both McLarens out on track. Here come both the Red Bulls plus a Mercedes to make it 5. Carlos Sainz back out looking to challenge Troy on his pace, I would assume. Oh God, why are they talking about COD now? Josh Tom, I feel my wings should put me high in the speed trap, hopefully. Oh, Josh Tomer has like 0 wings or something.
Oh yeah.
He's on about his like front and rear ring, not like angel wings. At first, I thought he like had literal like wings, but no, he's on about the wings on his car.
Fraser is the first one going to cross the line, so he's going to be starting his lap in a second.
Would you like to take us on a lap with Fraser Fishy, Paranoid?
Yeah, no problem. A good exit though on the final corner. Turns on the DRS, starting his lap now. Take this line as far to the left as possible. Don't hit the curb here. Alright, very nice. Careful with the power here, this one is easy to spin. Straight to the DRS zone. Go to the farthest left here as well, that's exactly what he does, so that's good. Avoid the curb. You can take a bit of this curb, but he doesn't. Ride this curb a little bit, stay close to this one. Because this S is actually pretty difficult. Don't want to hit this curb either. Nice on the exit. Very nice. Let's see how he does turn 10. Very nicely done. Back to the DRS. Take this line very wide. Exactly what he does. Very good. Alright. Onto the famous death corner, as Cameron and Matthew likes to call it. So far so good. Very well, very well. Upshifting to 6th, to 7th. Let's see if he avoids this curb as well. He does. Very nice already. This should be a decent lap. Onto the DRS zone here. Activates it. 8th gear. And it's P5 at a 128.622. Good lap from Fraser Fishy.
Puts him plonk on in the middle of a 10. I mean, pretty good lap from him. It's going to be verified coming off his out lap. It is now the last lap dash. I think Carlos Sainz is going to get the luxury to go to again, but that battery is looking really poor. Is he going to dethrone Troy? Yes, he is. A 127.999.
There we
just
go.
taps in. And qualifying's ended, but is Troy going to manage to go any faster than that? Both Red Bulls taking the flag now. Rom goes into P3, 128.261. Grack coming into the pits. Aston Martin now coming to take the line of Hennon to set his first lap of Q3. What is it going to be? It's going to put him P3 above Rom, 128.218. Next across the line, it's going to be Josh Tomo. He is up 33 seconds, so I will doubt it will be faster. So Josh Tomo will take P10, plonk in the midfield of it all. And who is going to be next across the line? I think it might be a Williams of Rick. What is Rick going to muster? Rick masters a 127.744. No, 774. God.
Have a look at Troy, man. He has a purple
Yeah. Troy's double purple. Rick might get dethroned here. No, Rick doesn't.
No,
Rick
he doesn't.
A 127.873. Carlos Sainz definitely doesn't have the battery to go around again, as his battery was definitely switched off that lap. So I doubt it will be any faster. He is on a 133 as well already. And that was sub-qualifying. Rick coming out of nowhere. We thought Troy had it in the bag, or at least I thought Troy had it in the bag. But Rick
Yeah,
showing up with a 127.774.
that's the thing, right? Troy had a P1 in Q1 and Q2, and then in the session where it actually matters, where you're gonna end up in Q3, Rick just shows like, yeah, you can take P1 in Q1 and Q2, but I'm gonna get it on Q3. I'm gonna start in the front row, on the left side of the track.
Well, the left side of the track is well, you kind of want to be on the inside, I guess. For
It is a dirty line.
Yeah. I assume when Rick parks his car, he'll get a little bit of angling in there. But just to recap your top 10, Rick takes pole here in Bahrain for round 2, followed by Troy and Carlos Hines. Wrapping out the rest of the grid, you have Hendon 4th, Rom 5th, Eugene 6th, Grak 7th, Verify 8th, Fraser Fishy 9th, and Josh Tomo plonk right in the middle of the rest of the grid, P10, and of course, everyone knocked out from the previous qualifying sessions in the order they've been knocked out in, but I don't remember exactly.
Have a look at that gap between P1 and 2, man. That is insane. Less than a 10th.
Wow. Just about a 10th.
Yeah.
Wow. Pulling out the 999 as well. Very interesting qualifying session, but we're going to get underway with the race. We can talk a little bit about the circuit as we go around for the formation lap, although the drivers will be doing some scenes of warming. God, I can't speak. Warming the tyres up. The Gleaming fan club has returned. Let's go Gleaming. I think he starts I want to say P12, but I might be wrong.
I thought 12 or 13. That's what I thought. But yeah, definitely the Q2 session was close, man. It was always in a 10th, right? The last 8 spots.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Right.
I think we're gonna get the formation lap. From what we've seen in qualifying, Paranoid, what would you pin the top 3 as in the race today?
Top 3, I think Greg is gonna get a P3, and for P2, I will think Verify, and I think Troy will take the victory here.
So no, do you think there'll be like safety cars to jumble up that order a little bit then, with Verify and Grak getting on some quite big leaps in that finishing position you're predicting?
I think that's going to be a safety car, most likely early on, because everyone's going to be very tight together in the opening few laps. Like it's a long straight before the first corner, and everyone wants to have a good line there. So people will be attacking straight away, and hopefully it doesn't result in too much contact or too much damage.
Yeah, I mean, I would say of the top 3, it's looking to be something along the lines of Troy, Hines, and Grak, or maybe Rick. The ones who will be up there: Troy, Hines, Rick, Grak, Verify. I think those will be the ones that will be up there for those top positions. And yeah, I think safety car inevitable as Rom goes round to tactically warm up the tyres, as he does. I think he did it in Miami as well. So therefore, it is tactical. Let's take a quick look. Oh, another spin.
Yummy.
Oh, Jammy. Oh yeah, he is quite far back. We'll take a quick look at the tyres. You've got a few gamblers, I say. You've got Evan and Ids on the hard tyre. So if there's a safety car, that really ruins their plans. But everyone else, medium compound tyres. No gamblers for the softs. But we're going to be getting underway as everyone's going to try and park, and we're going to laugh at the people who can't park their car properly. No, I'm joking. We'll respectfully laugh at them, because if we laugh meanly, then it'll be a bit too mean. You know, I'm a nice guy. At the end of the day, I don't mean any harm to the drivers. They do enough as it is. Parking a car is the least of their concerns.
I'll keep an eye on the back of the pack if you can watch the front.
Cool. Do you want me to do the lights and everything then?
Yeah, sure.
Oh god, okay. Pressure's on then. Okay. I can't. News is, Josh and Evan can't park a car. But I can't see the lights. Oh, and Gleaming, and David. Okay, I can't see the lights from this camera angle.
Me
so
neither.
1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5. And we're green in Bahrain. Let's get going as Rick gets a pretty good start. Carlos Hines getting the jump on Troy, I think, off the start. Yes, he does. Can I get a better angle, please, game? I can't see anything. Roy. Oh, my God, what is happening? Carlos Hines getting the position over Troy pretty assertively. Hennon losing out a lot of positions off the start. Oh, my God, the midfield's really... is where it's at. There's a lot of squabbling happening in the midfield. Rom Hennon having a little bit of fight out the exit of the corner. There's a lot. Oh my god, that's a lot of cars. David and Aaron having a little bit of a fight between them with a Haas lurking on of Jaffa Cake. Sliding in above it. Evan now does Jaffa Cake. David keeping it in front though. Jacobo. Then Callum, Fraser Fishy. It's still really close along the whole of the grid. There's a little bit of a gap between Rom and the Monster. But other than that, the battling stays strong. Go away, predictive pit stop strategy, I already told them. Callum is under threat and also threatening. Gleaming, and oh my god, there's an overtake that I can't... Oh my... Ah, my throat! Fraser Fishy, I see why Matty hates this now. Fraser Fishy does get the move done on Callum as the midfield is still squabbling away as Jaffa Cake looking to make a move on Callum again as he takes a inside line for the last corner. Rick goes fastest, of course. He started first. Callum also loses out to Jacobo off the line because of traction. Callum's also going to lose out because of David on traction. Callum's in the pit lane, that's why. The two Red Bulls swapping positions quite frantically off the start. They've settled P8 and 9, and the race takes a little bit of a chill pill as Carlos Hines makes a move, I assume down the straight for the lead, as Rick now in P2 after that. Carlos Hines trying to pull a little bit of a gap, but I think we might see a little bit of a move down into turn 10. Maybe that gap doesn't get too big, but it seems Carlos Hines has the much better traction through the corners. Troy lurking close behind just to make sure to mop up any messes that may occur. Eugene nearly out of that 1 second of Troy. I'm trying to keep up with that fight. Same with Verify. Josh Tomo really close, and the Monster just losing out on that second to Josh Tomo. And we're seeing the seconds pop up a little bit more and more as I think I actually just caught that overtake. Fraser Fishy getting past Gleaming with some tremendous speed as well around the outside of Death Corner. Pretty good overtake there from Fraser Fishy. And I think the race is taking a little bit of a chill pill, although Ids is getting up behind David in the personal space a little bit. DRS has been enabled. The mini-map really looking like a car park up the straights. Ids gaining on David. Just can't get the move done before braking. It's side by side. No, it isn't. Ids takes a little bit of a chill pill through the corner. Jamie in the background does get the move done on Aaron. And it looks like the grid is slowly starting to die down. As I say that, Ids is actually going to try and make a move down the inside of David. Gets it done pretty beautifully. David, though, has a little bit of better traction, taking a wider line. Trying to make an overtake through this S section really doesn't work, and Ids is round in the Alpha Tauri. I think just on spinning, not contact, I would say. But no, hectic race start, paranoid, as I get very lost. How was that from your viewpoints? Anything noticeable that I missed?
Definitely on the start, man. I don't know if you realized, but there was actually four wide at the middle of the pack, man. It was
I
hectic. It was
saw
four
that,
wide in
yeah.
turn four.
I think I noticed it, but all I saw was just a mergence of cars.
It was definitely chaos, man. You don't know where to look when there are so many cars.
Hmm. Yeah, I never
But
really
now
done a race start on a full grid.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, and now the field, as you said, has taken a bit of a chill pill. We got little gaps beginning to form. P10, hand on. You got 2 second gap between him and Gleaming, so Gleaming is got a huge train behind him, all ready to get a move on him. So he's got to quickly catch back up to hand on to keep the pack alive.
Mm. I think we'll slowly start to see with the cars being easier to follow, it does really help. But we'll get a really defined front and mid and back field. I think that's sort of what we're seeing with Gleaming sort of being the caboose of this train, creating the backfield. Eugene creating the mid, and then of course you have the three cars battling it for first. Although Carlos Sainz has actually managed to pull about a second and a half to Rick now, with the pace in that Mercedes looking really strong. Um, I'm just trying to keep my eye out across the whole grid. And there's yellow flag in sector 2. It's heading on, spun round in the S section of Death Corner Complex. Do I count that as a victim? Probably not.
Have a look at Troy. He's gonna get a DRS activation here on Rick. He's
Ooh,
going
oh
for
my
that
god,
move
he
as
looks
well.
rapid.
Look at the overspeed, man, that he has.
Wow. Absolutely pacey. Rick actually trying
He's
to.
all,
Ooh. Could have been a big accident there. Well, big accident, two cars out.
as happens again.
Ooh, not good, not good. Why is Callum all the way back in sector 3?
Yeah, he made a pit stop,
Oh, he made a pit
and
stop, yeah.
yeah, lap one he received damage, I think, and someone
Mm.
span the monster actually. Currently
Ooh.
P10, P11.
Yeah, lots of spinning. The tyre temps, when you push the tyres really hard on the first lap, the monster actually having a little bit of fight with Jaffa Cakes while I talk about tyre temps. When you push really hard on the opening laps, it does really not help. Ooh, nearly a
Oh!
T-bone crash there. Um,
Um,
yeah,
we got the monster who had a little moment with Jaffa Cake, I think that was.
it was,
The
yeah.
monster actually has slight wing damage as well. I just checked that, and he had like 16% wing damage. So
Mm.
he might start to feel that.
Oh, he is. Jacobo's just managed to get past him. He's got a big trader cars behind him, wanting to get past now, consisting of an Alpine, an Aston Martin, and a Ferrari. He's stuck in the middle of this DRS train. Does he pit though? He's missing. I think. Is he missing an end plate? No, he's not missing an end plate. I think he might just keep going. Yeah, no, he's
He's
going
not
strong.
boxing, yeah.
And who was that
We got
swapping the position?
Jacobo's light blinking.
Ooh, already?
He's a 3% battery, yeah.
Wow. I think Verify and Oishin having a little bit of battle up the front. I think Verify had a little bit of a charge earlier, but it's Oishin who comes out in front in the McLaren, going towards the first of the S-like structures of the track. It's been very hectic on these first few laps, and I think the Monster's about to be taking that position from Jacobo. It looks like it, but I could be wrong.
But don't forget, we got David behind him, who's just been
Oh,
overtaken by Jemmy. They're all looking to get the monster now, because he's a bit slower with that wing damage that he has.
definitely, yeah. It's that wing damage might come back to bite him if it does get like any worse. So I mean, he might not notice it now, but when the tires start getting worse of it, and maybe it comes to life a little bit more. Carlos Sainz still managing to maintain that 1 second gap, although I think Troy is actually kind of eating into that gap, little by little, lap by lap. There's a lot of numbers on my screen.
Verify looking for a move.
That's about to say, down the main straight, DRS activated. He's, who's at the forefront of this DRS train? It's Uishi, and he's the second one in. Theoretically, Verify gets the pass. Oh, dummies, down the inside. Under threat from Josh on that exit, though. It's not going to be so safe from Verify, as Josh has got a little bit closer. I think Josh actually might have this move down. Oh, no, he doesn't, actually, because DRS train. I forget. It's just like the excitement to the sudden realization of, oh, DRS train. Verify the GOAT, someone says in the chat. As I take a quick glance down on that. And the monster really hasn't lost out too much to that wing damage. It's only really minor damage. It's not really bad, I would say, yet at least.
It looks drivable, yeah.
Yeah. With some pace as well. And who was that? I just saw Josh Tomo just absolutely sending it into the metal railing. Gonna lose out on a few positions. Ooh, careful, yeah. Unsafe re-entry, maybe? But was Jaffa Cake on the racing line? I don't know. Shu just set Shu just set a 1 minute 05. What?
105?
A 105. Wait, hold on.
Did he?
Oh my god, he did! Fastest lap, ID Schuster. A 105.721 apparently.
Well, I can tell you one thing, that's not going to be beaten by anyone.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Who was that? Sandy. Speaking of, it's gonna make a move on Hennon. Oh, gets a little bit of front end whipping by Hennon. Couldn't quite get the car under control as Aaron actually losing out on both of those positions there to the drivers.
Meanwhile, we had Josh actually pitting. I think he had damage from that spin he had earlier. He's now on hard tires.
I did notice him come into the pits. There is no damage update on the TAS, so I assume maybe his tires were really warm and or worn. So I think that maybe there's a Haas on a racing line. It's Jaffa Cake. So right in the place where Josh went, and it's nearly done the same thing as Josh, coming back onto the circuit in a similar manner. It's no damage for him. Like, both end plates intact to my viewing.
Yeah, we got Jamie looking for a move in Checkerboard now. Can he do it? Does he? He is on the main straight, but I don't think he has enough.
Not before the braking zone.
Top speed. Maybe on this straight here. Let's see what he does. Both not using their battery. Jaffa Cake retired. There's a massive crash, and there's a safety car.
Where was that crash? I didn't catch that on the screen.
It was a Grosjean crash, man, like in the same wall where it happened in the real life race. And David was involved as well, because I saw him spinning. So I wonder if people are going to be entering the pit lane now to just switch to hards and drive till the end.
Oh, it's risky. I don't know if the hards will go that long. 20 laps on hards, I mean, it's doable, but how much are you going to be pushing, though? It really depends. For me, I wouldn't. entirely risk it. Drive-through
Oh,
penalty
the
for the
monster.
monster. How could he? Speeding on the safety car.
That's
God.
against the rules.
Just against, just against the rules. God. Shouldn't speed on the safety car. And here comes Carlos Sainz into the pit lane. Same with Troy. Same with Rick.
I think everyone's gonna box.
I think everyone's coming in. But I've said that before, and one person has said, "I'm staying out because you said everyone's coming in." No, no, no. And I was like, "Oh my god."
The thing is, before the safety car comes in, you're like 3 or 4 laps ahead, so you're gonna be lap 12 or lap 13, and the tires are not gonna,
True, actually. Yeah.
yeah, you know, so you should be good on hards. Also, one thing I just realized, the monster is the only one with a penalty at the moment. There's no one that has a 3-second time penalty for cutting corners so far.
Drivers really getting it right around the circuit today.
And the monster's gonna service 5 seconds? No, he doesn't.
All the drivers come into the pits, I actually think they are. Josh Tomo, maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, he gains like how many positions he's going to gain by not going into the pits? Of course, Josh Tomo doesn't go into
Yeah,
the pits.
Josh and Callum are not gonna box because they were already on hards. There's no point for them to box on mediums.
If one person wasn't going to box, because I said that everyone was going to box, it was going to be Josh Tomo. He's in the chat. He knows that whenever I say these things, he always try and disprove them. So, but also
Yeah.
he has a valid reason. He is on hards that are one lap hard, so we didn't really see much need to pit. But damn you, Josh. Anyway, always ruining my plans.
What do you think of the race so far? We're 10 laps in now. One safety car. What do you think about it?
I think it's been going okay. I mean, the top three really haven't changed too much, and as you say, Verify has actually gotten up there. You said a pretty early safety car. Verify has made some ground towards that front of that grid. I don't know who else we said. I think we said I said Grak. Grak's still chilling in about 7th, which really isn't where where he would probably want to be right now if he wants to be challenged. I mean, we are only 10 laps in. There's still about there's still 19 laps left. But Grak, yeah, maybe not. Maybe he'll feel like he's not in the best place, but he's got to remember there's a fair few laps left in it. I've just noted that Ids and Aaron are on medium compound tires.
And David, 5 seconds. Don't forget the entire top 12 is on fresh hards.
True.
So they don't have to stop anymore.
Yeah, no more stops from them. Excuse me. First yawn of the day. There you go, Verify. I had to satisfy your wants, didn't I? There we go. Yeah, no. First yawn. Yawn counter. 22 people in the stream. You join us under safety car period of round 2 around Bahrain of Formula V Season 5. It's a pretty interesting race so far. We had a quite interesting Q2 and a little bit of a Q3 shootout between the drivers, and now it's Carlos Sainz who is in your lead, followed by Troy, then Rick, then Oisin, then Verify, then Rom, then Grak, then Gleaming, then Fraser Fisher, then Jacobo, Jamie, the Monster, Josh Tomo, Callum, Henon, it's Aaron and David, and Jaffa Cake is the one retiree. I always used to say it IDS, so I'm not used to saying it IDS yet, because someone told me in the chat the other day that you say IDS.
Yeah, it's a Dutch name, and I know how to pronounce it, but like for you guys, it's definitely a bit harder. So I just call them It's or Shoe.
Yeah, some people call them Shoe, but I don't feel like just saying, "Oh look, Shoe's gone faster." It's like it just doesn't feel right.
There's a Shoe in P1.
A Shoe in P1. It's just like some guy running, and he's in P1, and it's just like. Anyway, It is. Oh, it's the Mercedes safety car. Matty's favorite. Matty has a thing where he usually convinces the drivers if they're in the stream to pull up to the side of the safety car, especially if it's the Mercedes one, because Matty has a weird obsession with safety cars.
Does he?
He has a weird relationship with them for some reason. I don't know. I'll have to ask him when he's back how he feels about safety cars again. But last time I remember, we were in Monza, and he insisted that someone kept pulling up to the side of the safety car to take a look at the beauty, I think is what.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, he has a weird thing for safety cars.
You know, if you overtake the safety car for too long, you get instantly disqualified.
Yeah, he usually tells people to go side by side, but you have usually it has to be a pretty ballsy driver though. So I think I'm trying to remember who's probably done it in here. I think a Greg might have done it once. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while since Matty's commentated with me, but he'll be back from Dubai out of his luxury swimming pools next week. It's fine.
So Henon is now currently in P14. He started in P4. He lost 10 positions. Well, he spent a few times, so that obviously didn't help. Most positions gained, Gleaming, Jacobo, and Jemmy, they all
Jacobo,
increased. Yeah, they all got 6 positions. For the rest, Shu, he started P19. He's in P15 at the moment. And
Nice.
Carlos, of course, he's starting P3, is currently leading.
Yeah, Rick losing out 2 positions off the start. Not optimal for Rick. I would imagine very frustrated. Safety car coming in this lap then, as you see all the cars frantically weaving to get some heat into those hards. As the heat doesn't really go in too easy into those. They take a while to heat up. Maybe they haven't been heating them up properly over the span of the safety car period. But I think it's time. Throttles down. ERS deploy for Carlos Sainz. We're going to get going again. Lap 13 of 29 here around Belgium, Bahrain, God, same letter, Troy managing to keep a hold, Oisin under fire, Rick under fire from Oisin, Oisin managing to get that position, Rick under fire by Verify and Ron, Rick going really slow it seems, has he got damage? Has Rick got damage or something? He's going quite slow off the restart. Maybe taking the tires easy. Verify. Under fight with Grak. Rom and Grak. Rom getting through on Verify. Grak now getting through on Verify. Verify. Rick under fire by Gleaming. Gleaming manages to get through, and the crowd goes wild, screaming for Gleaming. Josh Tomo. Is also on the back of Rick's Jamie. And Rick's round at turn 10. Ooh, not good for Rick, I would imagine. Rick having a little bit of a disaster class moment at the minute.
Yeah, this is not the restart he was hoping for.
Yeah. Aaron getting past the monster. The monster, I think, actually spun it in the Death Corner complex. I'm counting that. Jamie, 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings.
We got Gleaming right on top of Verifier.
Oh, where's Gleaming? Oh yeah, actually, yeah. Going down the main straight. DRS won't be enabled for a while yet. DRS going to be enabled not this lap, but the lap after. Because after a safety car restart, we still got to wait the 3 laps. Josh Tomo behind, you see going side by side with Jamie. Gets that move done into braking. Verify still pretty close to the Red Bull boys. Within a second, Jamie looking to get back at Josh Tomo.
Here comes Rick!
Down the drain. Oh, here goes Rick. Never mind. Rick absolutely sending it. What an overtake. And he's actually managed to make that stick as well. What a send.
Very nicely done. Very nicely done.
Just the right amount of send. And no accidents. Wow. I'm impressed. Rick wanting to impress the crowd, I think, today.
That
Troy,
is the thing with Rick. Yeah, he even though he lost like 7 positions on the restart lap, he just gets his head back in the game, and does moves like this and make it stick and keeps it safe as well for the other driver. So great overtake there.
yeah, absolutely masterful. The Aston Martin swapping positions now to be intercepted by an AlphaTauri of IDS. Now breaking that Aston Martin party up, and they said Alpha Martin. That would have not been good. Rick actually approaching behind Josh Tomo now. DRS enabled. Not down this main straight, but down the next straight. Rick could be looking to make a move on Josh. Troy keeping it relatively behind Carlos Sainz, because I must update you on the front barrel. Within a second, but I don't think it's move worthy. Rick and Josh Tomo having that fight, which is going to go down to the main straight. Josh Tomo with DRS, same with Rick actually. Big DRS train. It didn't look like Rick had it. No, Jammy didn't have his DRS open. I think he was outside of the second.
Rick on the inside.
Ooh, risky place for an overtake through the S.
That is a scary corner, yeah.
Very scary. Two cars usually don't fit through there. But Rick made it work.
Rick.
Had a little bit of slide on the exit and taps Josh, but he did kind of lose the car there. Not really too much he could do. Jammy right behind Rick though, down into DRS. Jammy I think has had slightly better traction, and burning the ERS probably a little bit to try and keep up with Rick. Down the inside, Rick's going to have the inside corner though for the next one. Rick stays ahead. Is Jammy going to try and suspend it? No, he isn't going to try and suspend it. Not
Jammy's going to be careful about Evan making a move on him.
Oh yeah,
Evan's on
actually.
his inside.
Oh, here he goes inside for the next corner on the medium tires, and he's gonna make the move. Little bit of clipping on the front wing there of Jammy, but he does get by relatively cleanly. And Jammy's now gonna actually get overtaken by Fraser Fishy, because that little bit of clipping with front wing has actually slowed him down a little bit, which has opened him up a little bit to attacks like that. Carlos Sainz, I think, actually makes a move for there was movement up towards the front. I think the top two may have had a little bit of a battle there.
Callum on Jammy, he just made a move.
Ooh, Jammy with the switchback around the outside, and Jammy loses the car into the wall. Both drivers make it out relatively unscathed. Jammy nearly.
Careful that all those people.
Yeah, look at all the people.
Yeah, I can tell. Callum has no wing. Jammy's out.
Safety car again, I believe, unless it's a VSC. I need to check the monitors.
I'm not sure what happened. I think Jammy had a collision with Shu, or one of the Aston Martins. I'm not sure. I think it was Shu.
He did rejoin the track at a really bad time, in my opinion. He did sort of come across the racing line, dodged anyone, but he was sort of in this pocket where the racing line was like curving around him, and he couldn't get out. Maybe he got in a situation there where he just had to sort of put the foot down, but really couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Really.
But I always do think if you're the one who is having damage, you should not be on the race line, because you're going to be so much slower than the rest. And there's no point in fighting for your position, because you're going to get overtaken anyway.
I think I can. Can I check the live championship standings?
Verify is. He just overtook Rom. Rom received a penalty. Callum is receiving a penalty as well for speeding in the pit lane. Let's see what. Callum's going to fix his wing, obviously, and he's going to switch to medium tires. And that's going to be used medium tires as well, so that just sucks. Sucks for him. Hopefully he doesn't have to come to the pit lane again to switch for softs.
I think maybe Callum got caught up with that incident with Jammy, because he had a fully broken wing.
Yeah, it was Jemmy and Callum at the incident, and then
Oh, the main one, yeah. How could I forget?
Jemmy later at the incident with I think Shu.
I'm trying to check. Where's Shu in the 14?
Fraser's gonna make a move on Evan here. He just overtakes him even before the braking zone, so that's an easy overtake for him.
Oh god, we're green. Oh god.
The battle for P1, Carlos Heinz and Troy.
It's
DRS should be enabled, so let's see if Troy can do something here. The gap is 5.6 seconds. 5.6, sorry, 0.56. Here we go.
Massive gains, over speed nearly. Grak makes a move behind. I think you can just see in the camera as Grak's actually still fighting with Oisin through those corners, and we see an Alpine fighting. Verify fighting with Gleaming and Rom, I think, as well through those corners. Carlos Heinz and Troy, we'll keep an eye on them as we go through the towards turn 10 straight. But we'll keep an eye on them for a little bit. As to be fair, we have been looking at the midfield quite a bit, but we need to give a little bit.
David, he retired
in the pit lane.
In the pit lane, yeah, and also a Ferrari span. I think it was Jacobo who had a little moment.
Here comes Troy, 5 tenths. Always, Carlos Heinz really trying to maintain 5 tenths to Troy, managing to keep that gap at a constant time, not really struggling too much, I would say. I say he's got it pretty much under control. There's a yellow flag at turn 1. I think it's just a slow moving Aston Martin.
Yeah, he's gonna retire in a second.
Oh, it's David.
It's David, yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a battle for P1 and P2, and there's a battle going on for P3 and P4.
Oh, Troy actually a lot closer this time round.
Oisin as well, he's gonna make the move stick on Greg.
Way before braking as well. Troy
and here
really
goes Troy.
Close. Yeah, battery on. Troy is, I think, side by side, but he gets the better line, and he's come out in front of Carlos Heinz. That is the move for the lead. Grak and Oisin still fighting it out behind. Are they side by side? They are side by side. Oisin backs out, which is the smart thing to do, especially through a part of the track like that.
Yeah. And look now what happened. Behind Greg and Oisin, there's a small train coming. Verify is going to catch up to them because those guys in front of them are fighting, so he's going to be in the DRS train as well. Bringing Rom, Gleaming, Josh and Rick in the train as well there, so
it's party time. Is what you say is it's party time
it's
for
Black
and
time, yeah.
They are going to be joining the party. For those two, as it's DRS train approaching its destination of Oisin and Greg. And I think it has arrived, especially as we're about to go down the main straight. Troy absolutely, I think, pulling through the DRS straight some time, although Carlos Heinz getting some really good pace back actually there, but just not making it enough. Who's that in the pit lane? It's Rom. Does he have damage? No, maybe
I think he had a drive-through. Yeah, he had a drive-through, man.
Oh, he had a drive-through from the safety car, didn't he? VSC.
He had to come in this lap, otherwise he would have got disqualified.
Yeah, I forget the drive-through sometimes.
As that was going on, Rick actually made a move. And he actually made it stick, yeah.
Nice. Rick really giving us some entertainment today with some great overtaking. Maybe not the best race for him, but hey, I think the viewers are enjoying the overtaking masterclass we're saying. Looking across the grid, Id's looking for a move on a Rom on fresh tyres, I would assume. No, he's not actually. No, he had to serve a drive-through. Oh my god, I literally forgot. And we said that how many seconds ago? I don't know. My memory is a goldfish as Josh Thomas did it.
You saw that as well.
I caught it just at the right time.
It's the second time you spin in this corner.
You
Oh,
see,
shit!
Josh I don't know. I wanted to say something witty, but couldn't think of anything. But Rick is looking for a move on
Rick,
Gleaming.
yeah. Gleaming has no DRS now, so Rick has an advantage. They're both low on their battery. They both have blinking lights.
Rick will see that. Gleaming won't. So Rick will be like, oh, he's on low bat. I'm on low bat too. But Gleaming's like,
Look at
overtaken front.
P3 and P4.
3 wide.
Yeah.
No, a verify taking.
Greg looks like the victory here.
Greg, I think, takes victors. Please don't do anything down here, boys. They've kept it. That's good. Kept it single file. Don't go too wide through there. It's the story I'm trying to educate people. The monster is in the pit lane. I don't know why the monster in the pit lane, but the monster in the pit lane. Let me check if it's damage. No damage, to my knowledge. But Grak is ahead of the for the final podium place. He's on track for it as it stands, and the only person with penalties is Callum, and I believe it's only 3 seconds. No, it's 5 seconds. Is that 5 seconds stop go as well? I think it would be if it's 5 seconds.
So my predictions are actually still correct. Troy, Greg, and Verified still possible. Greg's on the podium already. Just need Verified to.
I know Verified's in the chat. Verify. Paranoid says politely get a shmoo on. Please and thank you.
As Rick goes for an overtake on Gleaming. But Gleaming says no and just...
Ooh.
That was some aggressive defending. Oh, and he spins.
I think Rick will be shouting karma from his cockpit.
Most likely, yeah. Gleaming loses a few positions here.
I think it was... I didn't like that. I don't know what it was, but I didn't like it. I didn't like how that looked. In general, I guess. But I don't know how to put that into words, other than I did not like it.
There is a rainbow.
Oh, and who's that? That is Josh Span.
Oh no, Josh victim again to spinning. Alfa Romeo going into the mud, it seems, with both their drivers at the minute.
His car looks fine.
His car looks fine, and the technology says it is fine. Josh Tomo actually putting up a little fight up against him with Jacobo. Lap 22 of 29. We're on the closing stages now, as we're going to come down to the main straight with the midfield, as the front two are way ahead of the pack, 11 seconds. The slingshots really, slingshot dynamic there, really showing how fast these drivers are. Absolutely gapping the pack.
Look at Oysten in P4, he's going to make a move here on Greg. Greg has 40% battery left, so he's not using it, so Oysten's gonna get past him most likely, but he has the inside, and Greg says no. Very close here, let's see, this is a corner you don't want to be side by side in.
There we go.
Oysten backs off.
I think Oisin knows that corner's bad. He's backed off of that corner twice now, so he
yeah, if you're on the inside in that corner, you're on the worst scenario.
I think you're in scenario B, which is scenario barrier. So don't end up in the barrier. But Oisin actually getting great traction.
Bad exit. The outside line now. He's right on top of him.
Love taps.
As Verify is just watching what's happening in front of him. Maybe he's just watching. All right, maybe I can take my advantage from this. Let these two fight, and then I'll just sneak past.
Don't mind me, I'm just watching.
Yeah, exactly.
What Verify is saying right now. As they're gonna go down the main straight, DRS train dynamic comes into effect. It's the party train, and I think Oishin is gonna be very happy at the end of it because I think he's actually gonna try and get the move done. Inside line before. Wow, actually, he was caught the curb though.
And there
Maybe
goes
not so much
Verify.
a party train.
But I've done this just so
Um,
you can get the lead.
Oishin.
And now he's
not
gonna
so
make
happy.
the move back as well.
Oh, he is
doesn't.
as
He
well.
plays it safe.
Verify on track for podium.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Verify just waits for the right moment.
I changed my
Driver as well.
Decides to make a move and just dives in too deep. Yeah, and Verify just takes advantage of a mistake that someone else makes. And now he's in P4.
He's had a little bit of a rear end given out there, I think, as Oishin's going to take the inside line for turn 10. It's all good. Wow, they actually kept that. Congrats, lads. They didn't die. Callum makes a move over to Monster for 50th. Callum, not, okay, Callum is now last of the running cars. But Verify has gotten the move done on Oishin. I don't think that'll be changing anytime soon, but that's an Alfa Romeo going slowly.
That is Josh. Yeah, Josh had a little moment.
Josh having moments seems to be a common theme I'm noticing of this Bahrain experience. I mean,
Unfortunately,
Bahrain
yeah.
getting a lot worse, I think, for some people due to the new cars. And turn 10 was the main one everyone was complaining about, but it seems they've practiced turn 10 enough and ironed that one out. But it seems the spinning is quite occurrent. I assume something to do with the tyre deg and the tyre temps of the track gives off.
Yeah. So the fight for P3 between Greg, Verify, and Oisin is still happening. Meanwhile, Rick is slowly crawling towards the back of Oisin, and he will be a part of this fight as well. There are only a few more laps to go, but you never know.
Anything can happen in a Formula One race. Like, for all I know, there could be a safety car right now. And there has actually been a time where I've said that, and there's been a safety car where I've said that.
Yeah, and if the safety car happens now, the whole field will just box for softs. And it's going to be and that's just going to be a drag race to the end. And that's Rom who span.
Let me look at Rom in case someone goes right into the back of him. Okay, no. I thought my call for a safety car might have actually been answered, but although some drivers desperately not wanting it.
Rick had a moment, he just span as well. He's now back to P7.
Oh, yeah.
Needs to make up 3.7 seconds to catch back up to Evan.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close between those top, that 3, 4, 5, that battle for third. I think first and second are off the table here for those three.
Yeah, most likely. It's definitely the battle for the last spot on the podium. As Greg makes a small mistake, now Verify going to P3.
Verify smooth operates his way into P3, I would argue. Very smooth on the wheel. Verify was there, just absolutely not weaving. He was just driven through the cars, and he's gained like.
And here comes Oisin on Greg.
Whoa! Pretty good send. I mean, a bit too heavy on the brakes. Catching Grak, little bit of contact with Grak. But other than that, it was a pretty good, proportionate send.
Absolutely, that's a move. That's a Rick move, to be honest.
That is a Rick move, yes. Verify now, running in the podium places.
Yeah.
I think he was shocked he got into Q3. Heck, he might be on the podium for this race. Although he has got some DRS threats, and he only has got 6% left in the battery, but the two behind him aren't faring so well either. So they're not too panicked.
Here comes Greg. Here comes Greg around the outside of Oisin.
It's gonna have to be quite.
Greg goes very wide.
I'll say it's gonna have to be a wide line, but maybe not that wide, Greg. But you're alright, you're alright. You haven't lost out too much.
Josh unfortunately spun again.
Uh-oh. Josh not having a fun time with the tyres, I assume.
Now Greg can be in a bit of trouble now. He is outside of the DRS zone of P4 Oysen, so he needs to get back into that DRS zone if he wants to make an opportunity for himself to get back to the podium.
I dare say it, but it's has gone purple sector 1. So is there a lap time less than a 105 on the table for ITS? And it does get past Gleaming as well, which was yeah, but a 1 minute lap time round Jeddah. Not Jeddah. This is what? It's Belgium.
Oh my god.
Jeddah. It's Bahrain, you idiot.
Just call the track Hungary, okay? It's okay, man.
I'm very bad with track names sometimes because my brain just goes to the one. I don't know. Why did it go to Jeddah? Why did it go to Jeddah? That's a great question. Like Belgium.
Jeddah is next week.
Belgium is fine because it's the same letter, and I commentated Belgium quite a bit. But Jeddah.
I'm surprised you didn't say Baku yet, man.
I'm surprised I haven't said Monaco. Although I do get Monza and Monaco a bit mixed up sometimes, so that's a bit awkward because they're completely different tracks. Anyway, back to the racing. Lap 28 of 29. We're going to be wrapping up this race very shortly. 14 of you here to watch the conclusion to this epic race. It has been some pretty good racing from the drivers across the grid. Would you not agree, Paranoid?
Absolutely, man. It's definitely been a good race so far. Only 3 DNFs, unfortunately for them. But overall, I think the race was very clean. One safety car, which came at a perfect time for those to box from mediums to hards, which is basically the entire field, for the exception of Callum and Josh, I think it was. But yeah, that safety car definitely came at the perfect time and just resetted the whole race.
Wait. Okay, no, Josh did pit onto new tyres. Maybe the reason why Josh was spinning so much is because of those tyres maybe just getting really too much with the laps he already had on them. Before, when everyone else pitted under that safety car. But now he's on the soft compound, so it doesn't really matter too much now. As we're going to get to the epic conclusion. Troy has just sort of, he had a little bit of battling with Carlos at times. He did have to earn the win, but other than that, he has really kept Carlos at bay. There's been some good midfield battling, especially this battle for the third podium position. Between Verify, Ocean and Grat, most notably towards the end of this race. But there were some good moves by Rick, as Rick makes another move, but I think actually it's Evan who spun round on the track out the exit of turn 3 or 4. I don't know exactly.
Oh, Oysen span.
Oh, out the exit of turn 10. He does do a 360 though and kind of recovers it, but not very well. Rick, I don't think will be getting that position though anytime soon, as they are quite ahead now. But it is going to be CPI Troye who is going to come across the line to win in Bahrain. Congratulations, Carlos Hines takes a very well-deserved P2 for keeping up with Troy for most of that race. And Verify, I think. Yes, it is going to be Verify who is going to take home that third podium position. Which is definitely earned with the amount of fighting that had to happen there. Smooth operating his way to get it. Absolutely deserved for Verify. Next is Grak, followed by Oishin. Rick having a solid recovery drive. Under threat from Hennon towards the line. Actually, could be a little bit of a drag race. Rick does get the position. Hennon subsides for 7th. Fraser Fishy gets 8th. Gleaming takes home 10th.
Shu gets P3.
Wait, what? Shu gets P3? What?
How is it even possible? He just robbed Verify of the podium.
My man sets a 105 and then goes P3. Shu is on something. He's like on next level. He's like
Next level shoe.
next level. Like what I don't know what I have no words for what happened there. I don't know what's happened there.
Yeah.
Stewards might need to take a little. Admins might need to take a look at that one. But Shu is the driver of the day because of that positional promotion. It's usually drivers get promoted down instead of getting promoted up. But I mean, it works, I guess. In Miami, we had an issue of someone getting promoted down, but nope, this time Shu gets promoted up the grid. But it is Troy who is going to take home a deserved, well defended win from Carlos Sainz, although Carlos Sainz just losing it out, and there is Shu on the podium.
Yeah.
It should be verified, but Shu is there. Well done, Shu.
Yeah,
You made
she
it.
was just happy. She was just happy to be there right now.
She was just happy to be there, mistake or not. But it is Troy who takes home P1, then Carlos Sainz P2, then Shu P3. But it's verified P3, Greg P4, Oijin P5, Rick P6, heading on P7, Fraser Fishy 8th, Gleaming 9th, Aaron 10th, I think IDS 11th, Jacobo 12th. Demonster 13th, Callum 14th, Rom 15th, Josh Tomo 16th, David 17th, Jamie 18th, and Jeffa Cake 19th. What a race!
Yeah.
I think we broke the world record for our Bahrain lap time.
I think as well, yeah. The fastest lap is actually for Rome, if I'm not mistaken.
The actual fastest lap, yes, probably. But a 105.721, fastest lap time of the bunch today.
Yeah. P1
Right.
on time trials.
Oh god, you're gonna have to fix a lot of things on TAS as well because IDS has apparently got their first podium.
Oh yeah, we'll take care of that. That's not a
Yeah.
problem.
Okay. What's the interview procedures?
We can invite Troy. Not sure if
Okay.
if he's listening to the stream.
I will add him and add him to the party. Hopefully he knows the procedure. If not, then we'll figure it out. We'll ping him in the Discord until he answers. No, that's a bit mean. Don't worry, I'll invite who came first. Accidentally invite Shu. I've invited Troy to the party. I do not know who will join, but we'll give him about a few minutes, and I'll ping him in the Discord too.
Verify says P3, come on, yeah. Unfortunately, it wasn't you who was standing on the podium, man.
Yeah.
It should be you.
Right. Hello, I'm Troy. I see you've joined us. Hello, hello. Welcome. Oh god. Okay, you were in a house, so I just had to check. Hello, welcome to the commentators booth. We are just going to interview you, ask you a few questions about your race. So, first of all, congratulations on P1. You put up a really great race. I'll get into details a bit later, but first of all, would you like to tell us about your race experience today?
Yeah, it was pretty good all round. Apart from that safety car ruining momentum a bit, it was pretty fun. Nothing too much like interfering the race and everything. So yeah, me and Carlos had a good battle throughout and everything. So and quali was really fun as well. I enjoyed it. Unlucky I couldn't get pole towards the end there, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say you did do a really good defensive drive against Carlos Sainz, and you did a really good job of keeping him behind. It was mainly like a second throughout most of the whole race. Points where DRS was and wasn't there, but I assume you're under pressure for like the whole thing, but like, was there any moments where you were like really worried about being under threat from him?
Not really. Maybe like the lap the same lap as I made the overtake, because then he's obviously still within the DRS and everything. He has a chance to make a move, but as soon as I dropped him, I felt like, yeah, then it's just on me to not make any mistakes. If I keep this pace up, I should be fine.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, no, solid drive from you. Lots of midfield action, but we saw most of what you were doing up towards the front as well. You did get a really nice gap to the pack, which I'm sure gave you a little bit of reassurance of it was just you and Carlos Hines having a little fight at the front. So that must have given you a little bit of a confidence boost in that regard. But no, I mean, Paranoid, do you have any questions for Mr. Troy?
Yeah. We know Bahrain is famous for the tire degradation. What do you think about your race? Did you manage your tires well enough? Did you struggle with your tires, or was it just all around pretty decent?
They were actually better than I expected, to be honest. For like most part of the race, or like more than half of the race, I was more just sitting behind anyways. I was behind Carlos for a while. I was behind Rick as well for a couple of laps. And yeah, at that time I wasn't really pushing too much. I was just harvesting up some energy, saving my tires towards the latter stages. And I think that maybe was what made me pull the gap towards Carlos towards the end then.
Yeah, right. You got your second win now. Next race next week will be around Jeddah. What are your feelings about Jeddah?
I don't really. I'm not a big fan of the track. I'm not gonna lie. Especially not like for a controller player. It's difficult, that track, to avoid the vault. But I'll do my best, try to keep it penalty free, and we'll see what happens, I guess.
Yeah, all right. Well, I want to thank you for your time. Is there anything you'd like to say to the streamers or to the one watching?
No, not really. I guess fair play, GG's to Carlos and yeah, partly Rick. We battled for a while, and yeah, I just want to thank you for commentating as always. And I guess see you next week.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. It was a pleasure. Enjoy the rest of the night, and don't forget the champagne and the house garage.
Yeah, thank you, man. Take care.
Enjoy your win.
All right, take care.
All right. Well, thank you, Paranoid, for joining me today. It was an absolute pleasure. And hopefully you come once in a blue moon again to do the comms. It was it worked. I would say it worked pretty well. There was a few times where we interrupted, but I think we got over that pretty quickly. So yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. As said, Bahrain is always a good track. Hoping to do comms with you or with anyone else in general soon as well. Do comms for Formula V. So yeah, thank you all, guys. Thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, we hope to see you next week on Jeddah.
Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Division 1 Jeddah. I say should be, me and Matthew. So hopefully that duo, I would say very asked for duo returns. But thank you all. Have a great day, have a great evening, have a great night. And I will see you all again next week for Div 1 Jeddah.